Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Sona64, and I've got another Ready Clips gameplay for you with some commentary. And I guess what I want to talk about real quick. I'm not gonna make this a long commentary. This is probably gonna be like 5 minutes, maybe less. So revenge is very sweet. um, but what I'm talking about here is this was a little experience that I had encountered earlier on Battlefield Bad Company 2. I'm not ragging on the game. The game's fun, incredible. If you've never played you know, I guess like a sandbox first-person shooter, because it's more sandboxy than most first-person shooters like Call of Duty and Resistance and Killzone. Like it's just Battlefield is just like it's Battlefield. You know, it's wide open. It's fun. Um, but anyway, what I wanted to talk about was so. Here's the situation. Rush. I'm on offense. We just captured 2 MCOMs, moved them to the next set of MCOMs. So we have a new spawning area. Our new spawning area is the place where we capture the MCOMs, and there's no helicopter there. So the helicopter spawns at the last set of MCOMs, which we captured before the 2 set of MCOMs that we captured just now. And I mean, we have the next set of MCOMs that we have to capture. But by the way, the MCOMs are the computers. There are 2 MCOMs, and to move on to the next set of MCOMs, you have to destroy both MCOMs, and there's usually like 5 set of MCOMs on each map. So let's just say next set of MCOMs. On this set of MCOMs, there's no helicopter. All I remember is that we had to go back to the last set of MCOMs that we had captured before this one to grab the helicopter, and I'm running up the hill with these guys, with one dude and somebody else. The one dude, he was part of some clan. It's not that I hate that clan, but they're kind of weird, you know. I don't even know what BCO stands for, but that's their clan tag, BCO, and so he decides, you know, that he wants to get a helicopter. I want to get in a helicopter, and the other guy wants to get a helicopter. That's fine. We can all get in the same helicopter. That's part of playing Battlefield. You work as a team. But that's all going to change once the BCO guy gets in the helicopter, because he wants the helicopter more than I do. I wanted the helicopter because I wanted to either fly the helicopter or gun. I really wanted the gun. I didn't feel like flying because I was kind of lazy. But so the BCO guy, when the helicopter spawned, the BCO guy hops in immediately. Apparently he wanted to fly. I didn't know why, but he wanted to fly. So I got in. I started gunning. I got down. I killed one person while I was gunning, but after I killed that person, like I think like a couple seconds later, there's no pilot. Like the pilot jumped out. The BCO guy, he jumps out on me, and so now I'm just plummeting towards the ground, towards the trees. And even if I could recover, I'd hit a bunch of trees and I'd blow up. And I didn't know that he plummeted until I didn't know that the helicopter was plummeting until it got near trees. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, right? And then like I'm just sitting there, I'm like, I'm not gonna get out of this alive. So I just sat there and I blew up. And so yeah, I was a little upset about that. But then I decided, hey, you know what? He seems to like using helicopters. So when I spawned, I ran back to where the helicopter spawns. I waited for it. When I got it, I took it back to where we first started, because we were attacking on this map, and I went back to where we first started. I waited there for about 5-10 minutes until they captured that set of MCOMs, because set of MCOMs that we were supposed to capture, that I was talking about, that we have to capture. Once they capture those 2 MCOMs, that set of MCOMs that we had to capture, there's a helicopter pad right there. So once it was over, the helicopter would spawn right there if I didn't grab it. But I grabbed it and I waited until they captured it. And then once they captured it, I waited like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I just flew back over to that helicopter pad from that set of MCOMs that we had just captured, and there were like 2 people waiting there, and it was 2 BCO guys, right? So I'm like, one of those BCO guys was the one who threw away the helicopter and let me die. So I think you know what's coming now. I'm flying a helicopter. These 2 guys want to hop in, thinking that I'm going to go fly over the last set of MCOMs and let them hop out or let them gun. Not happening, bro. So they both hop in. I didn't want to punish both of them. It was just one of them. But since the other guy hopped in, I was like, so he hopped in, and the other guy hopped in. The guy that I hated. So I went up into the air, and I started looking like I was going over towards the MCOMs, and then I took a really, really hard right. Like, I turned so hard right that, the guy was probably thinking, what is he doing, right? And I started going over towards the trees, like, out of bounds. And out of bounds was, like, really close. So I started going out of bounds. I went out of bounds for about 2 seconds. I hopped out. I made sure that I was going fast enough that the helicopter gets thrown far enough so that there's not enough chance for him to recover and turn the helicopter back around. And I made sure I was close enough to the trees that it would actually start hitting the trees once I hopped out. But basically, I hopped out. I was able to get back in bounds. The helicopter went out of bounds. He tried to recover the helicopter within the last 3 seconds. Didn't work. He hit trees. He died. His teammate died. And I was just really, really happy. I had like a troll face on my face. Like, if you had seen my face right there, I was wearing a troll face. Because I was just happy as hell. Because, like, yeah, that's what throwing away my helicopter. Don't ever throw away my helicopter again. And the nice thing is that once I threw away the helicopter and they both died, our team was already about to end the game. They didn't even need me. Which was kind of nice because I usually have to help my teammates out getting a set of MCOMs, and I risk if I had stayed in the game any longer, I would risk them typing me back like, "Why'd you throw away the helicopter? Like, we're really mad at you. We don't like you." And then I just go, your teammate threw away the helicopter on me while I was in there, and yeah, don't ever do that to me again, bro, because that's what he did to me. And so I one-upped him by getting his teammate in there as well and throwing the helicopter away, and they just went flying out of bounds, not able to do anything, and they died. How did he die? I mean, he tried to recover the helicopter, and they were really, really far out of bounds. Like, they were in the trees and they were out of bounds. I'm thinking that the helicopter exploded because if you go too far out of bounds into the artillery zone, the helicopter just explodes immediately. I wasn't even sure if they hit the trees, but it had been 10 seconds, so I assumed that the helicopter just spontaneously combusted and they both died, which is kind of what I wanted. I just wanted the one guy to die, but his teammate was in there too, so I was like, whatever. I don't like that clan anyway, so whatever. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll have another commentary for you guys later. See ya.